Levette. I have the answer for overwhelm. As an entrepreneur, we all get there, but it does not mean that you have to stay there. The answer for overwhelm. Stick with me.
Welcome to Her Business, Her Voice, Her Conversation. This podcast was created for the boomer woman leaving corporate, and now you're looking to reinvent yourself, become an author, an entrepreneur, a podcaster. Well, each episode will leave you with clarity. You will come away with the yes, I can and yes, I will reinvent myself mindset. So come on, let's do this. I'm your host, Margot Levette.
Hello, everyone. Margot Levette back. Another episode, Her Business, Her Voice, Her Conversation. Today, we're going to take a look at overwhelm. The overwhelmed entrepreneur. Man, haven't we been there from one time or another? And that's the question that I have for you. Does having an online business overwhelm you? Have you started that journey and you're finding that it is a source of overwhelm, frustration from you? Are all of the moving parts just a bit too much for you right through here? I'm wagering that you've begun this journey. Even if you have a brick and mortar, you are online and juggling the two, or even if you're just trying to get online here and stay current, keep moving, keep building, become profitable. It gets to be a bit much. Don't take it upon yourself as a failure if you don't know it all, because you're not. You are just in a place where you need some direction. And aren't we all there at one time or another? The main thing about overwhelm is that you don't stay on the side of the road. You don't accept failure as an option. And you have to know that what you've begun, you are able to finish with guidance and with help. So, where do you find this guidance and help? You once had a support system. You don't have that now. Hang on, keep listening. I have some ideas about that also. I have a solution. I'm coming with solutions today, all right? Not just raising the question, I'm coming with solutions. And the solution is by way of surrounding yourself by people that know what you're feeling. They are 20 entrepreneurs, 20 coaches gathered up under one umbrella, and they are invested in making sure that you master this virtual economy, because once you got online, you are now part of a virtual economy that is overflowing with customers, clients, money. Yeah, money. We are talking about online virtual economy that is overflowing with all kinds of possibilities for you. So you have to keep moving. The MOVE, MOVE, Master of Virtual Economy Summit, is where you meet the men and women that can help you build up and build out your business. All right. Not just your business, but sometimes we're on the side of the road and we're frustrated and we're stuck because we don't have a support system. We are facing marital problems. We are in trouble with our children. We have so many questions. Our health is coming into jeopardy, and we're just trying to overcome these things and hang on to what we're trying to build out. There are people that are a part of the MOVE Summit that can help you rebuild answer some of these questions, that can help you with spousal support during a pandemic. The money's not there. You used to bringing in six figures and he was bringing in 7 or 8 figures and you guys were living large, and he said, okay, you can start your own business, but now you're not even bringing in a couple of thousand a month. And he's looking at you crazy. How can you get support? How can you help him buy in? What's that all about? How do you retrieve your marriage? How do you how do you manage your money for your business and your life when you've taken a chance on yourself? You've thrown all bets on yourself and you don't want to back down. You've come too far. What about parenting and your business in a pandemic? Man, that's huge. These are real life scenarios that we're all facing. And then when we take a look at the business things that have us on the side of the road, marketing, copywriting. How do we write good copy so that people want to listen to our podcast, so that people want to open up our newsletter? When do we begin a signature course? What about Google ads and Facebook ads? Oh my God, that is something all into itself. And then what about the stress and strain of our emotional selves during this time? We're coming out of a pandemic. We're building, we're rebuilding, our emotional intelligence during our while we're building out our businesses. And then we have this thing of networking. Oh, I can go on and on and on. Oh my goodness, establishing a real global presence. Oh, so many subjects covering so many cares, answering so many questions right here at the Move Summit. So there is an investment. And don't tell me you're not worth investing in. Your education, getting off the side of the road, putting air in those flat tires, it is worth your investment at the Move Summit. So, what do you get? A customized workbook. When you're listening to each and every one of these speakers, open up that workbook and act as though you are going through a one-on-one session with each and one of those people, and you answer the questions so that you are answering your situation, so that you are facing and finding the solutions, moving past the excuses for your situation. Open up that workbook and use it just like that. You can work out your plan with that workbook, okay? There are live panel discussions and a private censor-free community all attached with the ticket, the investment that you're going to make, because you are going to decide to be present and accounted for, master of virtual economy. 10 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, someone is speaking beginning April the 26th all the way through May 20th. You want to stay current there at the free community, because all of these conversations may not be for you. You pick and choose, and then you go back and you have opportunity to find the ones that are applicable at a later date. All right. All that information comes when you decide you're going to invest in yourself. You need to be present at the Move Summit. Now, one final thought. If you are one of the people that came out great guns and I got your back, baby, I'm supporting you, and you saw that thing fizzle, you didn't want to say that you lost faith in them, but oh boy, behind closed doors, you kind of lost faith and you looking a little side-eyed at them. But you see that this person is staying the course the best that they can. Why don't you invest in that person? Why don't you follow the registration that's found in the show notes? Why don't you invest in them? Buy a ticket so that they can attend the summit. You do that, all right? Because it's not fair for them to muddle along by themselves or throw spaghetti against the wall. Some people don't know who's doing what and how to reach out to them. I guarantee you there are over 20 speakers, and I'm one of them. I'm one of them. And together, we're putting air in the tires of businesses. We're breathing life into the lifeless. We're putting meat on the bones of what has been plucked away during the pandemic. So you invest in that loved one, in that colleague, so that they can get up to speed, so that they can enlarge, so that they can network with people that are going to be vital to their moving forward and, yes, to their survival. You take the lead on that and you do that. Go over, follow the link. You have access to the workbook. You have access to the lineup of speakers. Did I tell you? Everything begins on April the 26th 10 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time. There is a new speaker every day. And this thing comes to a head on May 20th. But in the interim, I guarantee you, you got the answers to your questions. You have access to the help that you need. And you know a little bit more about who can pull you out of that ditch with a one-on-one or working with that person. So May the 11th, I'm going to be there talking about podcasting and profitable relationships. But do not wait for me. Get that ticket. We start up April the 26th. It's the Move Summit, Master of Virtual Economy. You have to become a master of your virtual economy. It's real estate that you own. All right. And don't you know, real estate is powerful. Real estate has comes at a high premium, and you don't have to build out your prime real estate by yourself. I'm Margaret Levette. I'll be back next week or next time, and we're going to have a deeper dive conversation about other people who are going to be a part of this Move Summit. All right? Until next time, I'm Margaret Levette. Bye-bye now.
I want to thank you for listening to Her Business, Her Voice, Her Conversation. Couple of things that I want you to do. Right now, go to my website, pick up a copy of Her Business, Her Voice, Her Reinvention, how I went from game show hopping to international show host, author, and speaker in 1 year. Number 2, please freely listen to each and every episode. Share them out with your family, friends, the men in your lives. And then number 3, get in contact with me, one of the experts that have been on the show, because I want to make sure that you reinvent yourself. I'll be back next week with a brand new episode here on Her Business, Her Voice, Her Conversation.